flips in a graveyard light. Heads I lose, tails I die tonight. Sold my youth for a tank of gas, a crooked deal I thought would last. Every bar know my face by now, every mirror asks me how. I paid my dues in blood and time. Still the dead ain't satisfied. The devil owes me change. For every prayer I spend, I paid in pain and broken faith, and still I'm heaven sent to hell. If this is fate, it's rigged and strange. I lost more than I gained. Yeah, I shook hands with the devil, and the devil owes me change. Love came cheap, but it left me broke like a bad joke. Nobody's spoke. I tried to quit these midnight deals, but the dark knows how I feel. Every promise tasted sweet till it cut my tongue with teeth. The devil owes me change. For every prayer I spent, I paid in pain and broken faith, and still I'm heaven sent to hell. If this is fate, it's rigged and strange. I lost more than I gained. Yeah, I shook hands with the devil, and the devil owes me change. If I'm down, then say it clear. Don't dress hope up like fear. I'd rather burn knowing why than live another half-truth lie. The devil owes me change, but I ain't waiting long. I'll cash my sins in one last flame and call it moving on. No more deals, no more change, no more counting what remains. If I'm walking through the fire, I'll walk there like a man. I'll walk there like a man. Gonna see dirt, silence fall. Even hell don't answer call. Church doors closed, rain stood still. Something went wrong on Burial Hill. They dug my grave at 3:30. Swore the body would be me. Mama wore black, couldn't speak, while the ground refused to eat. Death shows up when it wants to. Sometimes it changes who. It was a day the coffin stayed empty while my sins stood in line. I should have died, but fate blinked first, left me trapped and took my soul. Sheriff crossed himself and said, some men don't get buried dead. I felt colder standing free than 6 feet under ever could be. Survival ain't mercy, it's delay, another form of pain. It was the day the coffin stayed empty while my sins stood in line. I should have died, but fate blinked first, left me trapped in time. If living's worse than dying slow, then I already know. It was the day the coffin stayed empty and took my soul. The day the coffin stayed empty, now I carry it inside. Every heartbeat sounds like dirt hitting wood I can't hide. When the end finally finds me, I won't fight, I won't pretend. It was the day the coffin stayed empty that I ended. Grave stays wide. Some men die alive. Gravel crunch under tired feet. Moonlight cuts me at the knees. I come here when I can't sleep, where the dead don't judge the weak. That graveyard wind was my name, whispers it soft like it's a shame. Says you're not the worst I've seen, but that don't make me clean. If peace exists, it ain't the same as forgetting where you came. Yeah, the graveyard wind knows my name. Yeah, stones talk if you stay still, tell you what they never will. Life ain't fair, death ain't kind, both show up right on time. That graveyard wind knows my name, knows every loss, every stain. I tell the dirt Forgiveness is a flame, mine flickers but remains. You're the graveyard wind, knows my name. When I'm finally laid down low, will the wind still say hello? Or will I just be another sound lost underground? That graveyard wind knows my name. Someday it'll know my place. No more running, no more shame, just silence setting in. If there's truth beyond the pain, I'll hear it then. Yeah, the graveyard wind knows my name. Swore an oath with a shaking hand, under moonlight on borrowed land. Said I'd change, said I'd stay clean, but promises rot when you've seen what I've seen. That was a dead man's promise, spoken way too late. Hope don't live where I come from, it just learns to wait. I meant every word I said, but truth don't stop the fall. Yeah, that was a dead man's promise, never meant at all. Cold iron sings against my thigh, every step feels like a last goodbye. I loved her once with an honest heart, then fear tore that love apart. There was a dead man's promise written in my breath. You can't outrun who you become, you just outrun death. I prayed hard, I prayed fast, still lost it all. Yeah, that was a dead man's promise, carved in a wall. If words could save a soul, I'd still be whole, but silence knows my name, and it don't let go. That was a dead man's promise, now I wear the cost. Some debts get paid in blood, some never get crossed. If you hear this down the line, learn from my call, don't swear a dead man's promise. Yeah, dog. lines get drawn by trembling hands between the law and no man's land. Red ink stains the county map. Each mark's a deal you can't unwrap. They say borders keep you safe, but they're just inside your grave. Justice bends where money flows. Truth don't care who runs the show. There's blood on the county map. Every line's a loaded trap. Cross it wrong, you don't come back. No badge will save your name. I learned young where mercy snaps, right between the white and black. There's blood on the county map, and I'm to blame. I saw brothers turn to pray over land they couldn't say belonged to God or gun or law, just whoever drew it raw. Power loves a quiet crime, buried deep in ink and time. There's blood on the county map. Every line's a loaded trap. Cross it wrong, you don't come back. No badge will save your name. I learned young where mercy snaps, right between the white and black. There's blood on the county map, and I'm to blame. If borders bleed like broken skin, who decides who's wrong or in? Every mark was once a man who didn't fit the plan. There's blood on the county map, and I can't wash it clean. History just calls it fate, but I know what it means. If the ground could testify, it would scream my name. There's blood on the county map, and I helped draw the stain. Paper folds, truth stays flat. Blood remembers maps. Dust on my boots, blood on my hands, sun sinking low over cursed land. Mama said pray, Daddy said run, but the devil taught me how to use a gun. Down this gravel road I drag my name. Every mile of a sin, every prayer's in vain. If heaven's real, it don't know me. ice on my neck, chains on my soul, sheriff's lights flashing, losing control. I loved once hard, I loved once wrong. Now her ghost hums an old sad song. Down this gravel road I bleed regret. Whiskey talks loud, but it won't forget. If angels cry, they cry for me. Another lost son of the outlaw creed. Bury me facing the fight. Down this gravel road I make my stand. No clean escape for a broken man. Confession carved in flame. Sunburned low on a crooked trail, even strong hearts start to fail. My horse stopped dead by the ravine, like it saw something I couldn't see. Said, man, some roads ain't meant to ride. Then left me alone with the night. Courage fades when instinct knows where the living shouldn't go. I'm walking where the horses won't go, where even prayer moves slow. Every step's a warning sign, scratched in bone and old pine. If I disappear below, tell my story soft and low. I'll win where the horses won't go, and pay what I owe. Tracks run out in the red clay dirt, like mercy after someone's hurt. I hear chains in the canyon wind, sounds like all my might have been. I could turn back, save my skin, but I won't outrun what's within. I'm walking where the horses won't go, where even prayer moves slow. Every step's a warning sign. out like this, right before the final kiss. I make peace with the dark I chose. Some deaths follow you close. I'm walking where the horses won't go, with my shadow in tow. No rescue coming down this line, no stars left to guide. If the ground takes me home, let it take my soul. I went where the horses won't go. Now I know. Stand still, trail runs out, no way out. Church still stands, but the doors won't open. Paint's all cracked, bell rope broken. The Sunday comes, nobody stays, like faith learned how to walk away. God left town first, didn't say goodbye. He left us with dust and loaded words and a sky that won't reply. If salvation never lived, it packed up and cursed. Yeah, I stayed too long. God left town first. Mama still whispers in the air like someone holy might be there. Daddy drank his last amen, said, son, don't wait on him. God left town first, took the light and ran, left the rest of us to work with blood and borrowed hands. I tried to kneel, I tried to hurt, nothing reversed. Yeah, I stayed too long. God left town first. If heaven closed without a sound, who do we blame when we break down? And some men pray, some men curse, but emptiness came first. God left town first. God left town first. Now the night's in charge. I don't ask what any of this means. I just play my part. When the dirt finally claims my shirt, let it be rehearsed. I stayed too long. God left town first. No name, just a date and time. Sheriff said best let it be, but the river keeps calling me. Water don't forget the dead, it just teaches them how to breathe. Black River Mercy, take me down. Wash these sins where they can't be found. I've been praying to God who's gone, with a bottle and a loaded gun. If forgiveness don't know my name, let the current take the blame. Black River Mercy, hear my plea. Drown what's left of me. Daddy's boots by the bedroom door, he never made it past 84. Mama's faith wore paper thin, like the skin on my knuckles when I fight within. Every truth I tried to keep turned the chains around my feet. Black River Mercy, take me down. Wash these sins where they can't be found. I've been praying to a God who's gone, with a bottle and a loaded gun. If forgiveness don't know my name, let the current take the blame. Black River Mercy, hear my plea. Drown what's left of me. My clothes don't pull me back, I've been lost too long to track. Tell the sun not to rise too soon, let me sleep in the river's womb. Black River Mercy, cold and deep, keep the secrets I can't keep. If heaven turns its back on me, let the water set me free. No more running, no defense, just a man and his consequence. Black River Mercy, let it be. The end of me. Moon goes dark, water still, the river keeps what it will. Welcome sign's been shot to hell, still says home, but you can tell. Dreams come here to learn to die under borrowed stars and alibis. This town eats its young. Chews them slow, spits them numb. Calls it tradition, calls it pride, calls it living, but it's just time if you make it out alive. You'll never come back the same. Yeah, this town eats its young and forgets their names. High school heroes fade to dust. Fast love, rusted trust. Every promise carved in stone ends up cold and overgrown. This town eats its young, feeds on hope till there's none. Says stay loyal, stay in line. While it steals your spine, I watch my friends go one by one into jail, into flame. Yeah, this town eats its young and forgets their names. Scream, you'd hear it loud. Some soil poisons what it grows. You don't leave 'cause you don't care. You leave 'cause you know this town eats its young. I barely got away, still feel its teeth in my back. Every single day, if I die far from where I'm from, don't call it shame. This town eats its young. I escaped the same. Sun came up like it always does. Didn't check on us. I stood still when the shots rang out. Felt fate breathe down my mouth. They say luck's a gift from God, but it passed me like a stranger now. Timing decides who lives or bleeds, not prayers, not beliefs. It was a day mercy missed me, stood right by my side, watched me fall and did nothing, didn't even try. If grace is real, it blinked too slow and left me where I lay. It was the day mercy missed me and walked away. Mama said you're still alive, like survival means you're fine. But breathing hurts worse than death when fear won't loosen its grip. Every scar keeps perfect time with the moment you cross the line. It was a day mercy missed me, stood right by my side, watched me fall and did nothing, didn't even try. If grace is real, it blinked too slow and left me where I lay. It was a day mercy missed me and walked away. If mercy's blind, then so am I to every warning sign. I stopped waiting to be saved the moment I survived. It was a day mercy missed me. Now I don't ask why. I carry what I lived through and let the rest die. If forgiveness ever comes, it won't come free. It was the day mercy missed me that it made me. The wind moves on, blood dries fast. Mercy pass. Yeah. He talked with fists and tired eyes, said nothing about the reasons why. Every lesson came out mean, every truth stayed in between. I learned silence from my father, how to swallow, hurt and stand, how to say nothing at all when you're breaking like a man. It pains a language handed down, I understand. Yeah, I learned silence from my father. He never said I'm proud of you, just nodded once like that would do. I wear his habits like a coat, heavy words he never wrote. I learned silence from my father, how to lose without a sound, how to bury every fear where it won't be found. Love was something we survived, not something planned. Yeah, I learned silence from my father. If he knew the man I am, would he shake my anyone asks who I was, I'll try to stand, but I learned silence from my father. Like a cold wind hums through broken trees. Sunday silence judging me. I was raised on fire and fear, wooden pews and cheap red wine. Preacher said the end was near, but never said it looked like mine. I tried to kneel, I tried to pray, but grace don't come the way they say. Church bells don't ring for me, they just echo what I've done. I wear my sins like baptism underneath this burning sun. If heaven's gates are holy ground, then I won't cross that line. Church bells don't ring for me, they just toll my time. Mama's Bible on the shelf, still marked where Daddy quit. I learned early how to help myself when faith don't seem to fit. Every promise dressed in white turns to shadow by midnight. Church bells don't ring for me, they just echo what I've done. I wear my sins like baptism underneath this burning sun. If heaven's gates are holy ground, then I won't cross that line. Church bells don't ring for me, they just toll my time. If there's mercy in the sound, it's buried deep beneath the ground. Songs. I've been wrong too long. Church bells don't ring for me, let them save it for the clean. I'll make peace with who I am and the man I've always been. No confession, no release, no last words to justify. Church bells don't ring for me, I already said goodbye. Bells fade out, dust remains. Some souls don't rise again. I learned my hymns quiet, neon lights and cheap design. Knees don't bend on holy ground, they bend when everything breaks down. Whiskey taught me how to pray, all nights got turned away. I don't ask for clean forgiveness, just enough to face the day. If heaven listens to broken men, I'll say it my own way. Yeah, whiskey taught me how to pray. Bible dust on a dashboard dash. Hope runs thin, faith runs fast. I talk to God between each drink. He never answers, but I still think. Whiskey taught me how to pray with shaking hands and words of clay. I don't need no choir singing, just silence while I stay. If mercy's cheap, I can't afford what the churchmen say. Yeah, whiskey taught me how to pray. If I die with a glass nearby, don't say I didn't try. I spoke to God the only way I knew how that night. Whiskey taught me how to pray, not to beg, just to say I did the best with what I had in the mess I made. When the bottle's empty and dawn shows gray, I'll walk away. Whiskey taught me how to pray. Neon flickers, born sad. Another night learning how to love. I keep my paste when a cigarette burns on the countertop that never loves. Bartending knows my middle man, says some can't always pay the same. I toast to ghosts I couldn't save, they drank me deeper into the grave. There's ashes in my whiskey glass, they're the dream I let decay. I don't ask for second chances, I just drink the truth away. Love comes cheap but leaves me fast. beneath the moon. She wore goodbye like borrowed clothes. Said you love hard, but you love slow. I watched her taillights fade to black, like every road that don't come back. I held on till my knuckles bled, still lost half to the words I said. There's ashes in my whiskey glass, every dream I let decay. I don't ask for second chances, I just drink the truth away. Love comes cheap but leaves me fast, like smoke that fades too soon. There's ashes in my whiskey glass and blood beneath the moon. If drowning's quiet, I'm almost gone, counting regrets to the jukebox song. Stop pretending everything's fine, just another man killing time. There's